Hey there, and welcome to English for Everyone, where we teach real-life American English. Today you're going to learn how to avoid some common mistakes. Let's get started. First, this is not correct.
So these changes have been announced at the end of August 2024.
It's not correct to say, these changes have been announced at the end of August 2024. With a specific time in the past, we cannot use the present perfect tense. With a specific time in the past, we have to use the past simple tense. It's not correct to say, these changes have been announced at the end of August 2024. How do we say it correctly? We have to say, these changes were announced at the end of August 2024. We have to use the past simple tense. It's not correct to use the present perfect tense with a specific time in the past. Let's practice. What did he do yesterday? Did he work yesterday? That's right, he worked yesterday. She saw her last week. Let's practice. When did she see her? That's right, she saw her last week. We cannot say she has seen her last week. We have to say she saw her last week. So remember, with a specific time in the past, we have to use the past simple tense. It's not correct to use the present perfect tense. This is also not correct.
Here are some informal ways to say someone's not very smart. He's off his rocker.
When you say he's off his rocker, it doesn't mean that he's not smart. It means he's crazy. It has nothing to do with how smart he is. He's crazy. He's off his rocker. And what about this lady? She's very smart. She has a PhD, but she's off her rocker. She has 20 cats in her tiny apartment. She's crazy. She's off her rocker. But she's smart. Let's hear some examples.
Elon is absolutely off his rocker, whether it's tweets or whatever he's recently doing. I mean, maybe the pressure's getting to him, but his behavior just seems odd.
My mother, he stated, was a stabber and a wacko. She was totally off her rocker. Far back, he said, as I can remember.
Or on the flip side, you may immediately determine that they're off their rocker and probably just escaped the nearest loony bin.
He's completely off his rocker.
What's she mean by that? She's off her rocker.
Oh, well, he was off his rocker, wasn't he?
From his letter, my mom thought the ox was off his rocker.
Let's practice. What do you think? Do you think she's off her rocker? That's right, she's off her rocker. Good job. This is also not correct.
Here are some informal ways to say someone's not very smart. He's got a few screws loose.
When you say he's got a few screws loose, it means he's crazy. It has nothing to do with how smart he is. He's crazy. He's very smart, but he's crazy. He's got a few screws loose. Let's hear some examples.
You got a major screw loose.
Your boss had some screws loose.
You got a couple of screws loose, pal.
They were going to make him an admiral up in D.C. before they found out he's got more and more screws loose than a Studebaker.
Well, you definitely have a screw loose.
I'm just a guy out there with a screw loose.
Does he have a few screws loose? You bet.
Have you had any employees that have been laid off in the past year or two with any screws loose, criminal history, anything like that?
So remember, you can say he's got a few screws loose or he's got a screw loose. Both are correct. Let's practice. Does he have a few screws loose? That's right. He has a few screws loose. Good job. So remember these two expressions. She's off her rocker. It means she's crazy. And the other expression is, he's got a few screws loose. It means he's crazy. Today you're going to learn a very important word that might save your life. Let's get started. First, let's watch a video clip.
So let's watch the first clip.
Excuse me, is this water, sorry? I mean, is it good to drink? Yes, it is potable. Potable. Good word.
The speaker is teaching the word potable. Potable is not a common word. It is rarely used. And I actually had to look it up myself after I watched this reel.
I have no idea why she didn't know the meaning of the word and why she had to look it up. It is common, and you will see it on signs. Potable water is drinkable water. It is safe to drink. And you might see a sign that says non-potable water. And if you don't know the meaning of the word, you might be in trouble. Because if you drink the water, you might get sick, or you might even die. And you don't want that to happen. Non-potable water is not safe. It's not drinkable. You shouldn't drink it because you might get sick. It's not safe. And now let's see how native speakers use this word.
And every year, 3.5 million people die because of non-potable water-related diseases.
Now, while in India, my parents always remind me to only drink boiled or bottled water. Because unlike here in America, where I can just turn on a tap and easily get clean, potable water.
So there we just look at two potential potable water sources for Legionella.
This would be non-potable water in this tank. This would be the boiler water.
It will use 90% less potable water.
Instead of finding food, focus on finding potable water. Dehydration will set in faster compared to hunger, and this will greatly affect your chances of survival out in the wild.
But on the other side of it, perhaps material science can help me to create a water bottle that very, very quickly filters what would otherwise be non-potable water to make it potable. Right. Those are the kinds of technologies or tools that I'm also interested in.
Today you're going to learn a very important word. Let's get started. First, let's watch a video clip.
So in this video, we're going to review the content of 5 non-native English speakers and content creators, and we're going to give our honest opinions about the English content that's being presented. So let's get started. Let's go on to, number 4.
Excuse me, could you bring me a fork, a knife, and a spoon? Flatware? Flatware, yes.
Did you have anything that you thought might be problematic for someone maybe thinking about moving to the United States and learning English?
Well, I mean, flatware, because actually, I don't know if somebody said you have flatware.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering if flatware is actually silverware. So I mean, it's come to the point now that like these things, I'm just like, wait, or does that mean like pot, like a pan, like a pan to cook something? Is that flatware?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we just wouldn't say this.
And so do you think if they were in a restaurant in the States and they asked for flatware without any sort of gesturing, would a server know what that meant?
Let's say you don't have context. Let's just say a person's out in the middle of a field, and then you ask them, "Do you have any you said cutlery? Do you have any flatware?" Yeah. At that point, I might think that this is some sort of tool to maybe dig something or build something like.
Right. Yeah. So potentially problematic for learners.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's confused. He doesn't know what flatware means. It's not a digging tool. It's not a pan. This is flatware. You can also say this is silverware, or these are utensils. You can also say this is cutlery. The most common words are silverware and utensils. But Americans do know what flatware is. Not only do they know what it means, they also use this word in everyday English.
So, excuse me, where can I find the flatware? Plastic flatware?
How many would you like? Are you looking for a fork?
Yeah, that'll work.
Just 2 forks.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. I got some flatware. Excuse me, where can I find the flatware?
Flatware for cooking. Thanks for asking. Flatware.
Here's the flatware. Here's the flatware. He knew what it meant. The sign says cutlery. So you can say cutlery or flatware or silverware. You can also say utensils. Oh, look, it's on the package. Flatware set.
Flatware?
Yeah, like plastic flatware.
I think the aisle 16 is either...
All 16?
Yeah.
Thank you. And here it is, the flatware. It's a family pack, and it says it right there. Assorted heavy-duty flatware. That's what it's called, flatware, or you can say utensils. These are utensils. It's the same thing.
As you can see, Americans know what flatware is. There is nothing wrong with expanding your vocabulary. If you want to master English, there is nothing wrong with knowing this word, because Americans do know what flatware is. Let's watch the next video clip.
Flatware, but it's just, again, not a word that we use.
Americans do not use this word? This is not correct. It's not true, because not only do Americans know this word, they also use this word in everyday English. Let's listen to some examples.
You okay with the flatware that looks like bamboo?
Sure.
All right, JB, let's rock some china and some flatware.
Does Willie Bank know you're stealing his gold flatware, Neil?
This flatware is lovely.
Mr. President, have you ever noticed how similar the Van Buren flatware is to the Buchanan flatware?
Be on time and go steal the flatware. Yeah.
And then I have gold flatware. Y'all know I love gold, so the gold flatware just... Woo!
Try using plastic flatware and glass cups and plates.
These tea sets are porcelain, and even the utensils are a special flatware set that was made in East Asia.
This is like picnic ware and just like plastic flatware and stuff. And I sorted everything into like by category. So all the knives are here, all of the forks are here, and then all the spoons are right here. And I put them inside of Ziploc bags so nothing gets dusty when they're away in storage. And they're just clean next time you use them.
As you can see, not only do native speakers know this word, but they also use it in everyday English.
Hello, welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're here at IKEA in Palo Alto, California, and we're learning some kitchen items. First, what's this? It spins around, but what is it called? It's called a Lazy Susan. That's a funny name, a Lazy Susan. Like the woman's name, Susan, and she's lazy. It's called a Lazy Susan, and it spins around. And what is this? This is called a rolling pin. A rolling pin. Use a long O sound for row, rolling. And the L is between vowels, so it's a light L, rolling. This is called a rolling pin. And what are these? These are called herbs. Remember, with herbs, the H is silent. Don't say herbs, it's herbs. These are herbs, but they're not real. They're fake. They're plastic herbs. Let's go learn the names of some real herbs. Here we have a list of herbs. We see the silent H, kitchen herbs. The first one is parsley. Pronunciation, parsley. We have this one, it's pronounced thyme. That's right, thyme. Like what time is it? The pronunciation is thyme. Use the real T sound, thyme. And this is pronounced chamomile. That's right, the CH makes a K sound, chamomile. The I makes a long E sound like green beans. Again, chamomile. Chamomile. This is pronounced chamomile. Mint, easy. Rosemary, easy. And bay leaves. I love to cook with bay leaves. They have a great flavor. And I found some more fake food. Garlic. It's not real, it's fake garlic. And these are called heads, like my head. These are heads of garlic. Now when you open up the head of garlic, the smaller parts are called cloves. Cloves of garlic. This is not real garlic. This is fake garlic.
Kevin, what is this?
This is a stovetop, or you can say a stove.
And what are these?
These are called knobs. Remember, with knobs, you have a silent K at the beginning of the word. These are knobs. One knob, you got 5 knobs on this stove.
Kevin, what are these?
These are called grates. Grates. It's spelled differently than grate, but it has the same pronunciation. These are grates.
Kevin, what are these?
These are called burners. 1 burner, 2 burners. These are gas burners, not electric burners. These are gas burners.
And how many burners does it have?
This stove has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burners. This stove has 5 gas burners. It's a good stove.
Kevin, what is this?
This is the oven. Let's open the oven and see what's inside. Inside the oven, we have 2 racks. We have a top rack and a bottom rack. So this oven has 2 racks.
Kevin, what are these?
These are called tongs. Tongs. T-O-N-G-S. Tongs. So remember, tongs are used as a plural. I cannot say this is a tong. I say these are tongs.